Okay. All right. So, I am a little late. Just a little bit. And I have a reason for that. One of the reasons is because I forgot I said 12 and not 12:30. So, oops. But also, it's for something that I wanted to post that I've just posted now. That I'm only gonna play the audio of it real quick. Hold on. This is important. I'm only gonna play the audio. I don't want to switch my screen yet, but
It means what? I am never taking this off!
it's literally it's just a thing of like the two Stanley, or not Stanleys, but the two Stans, Grunkle Stan and Grunkle Ford, wearing a shirt that says GILF. And I wanted to voice it, and then I wanted to edit it. Actually, I should probably switch it over so you can actually see what I'm talking about. Oh god, how do I pull this up again? Because this is... I think this is right. There we go. Okay, you're gonna have to see...
It means what? I am never taking this off! It means
there we
what?
go.
I am never
oh
taking
god,
this
it's
off!
gonna loop while Yep, shut up. Okay, there we go. I wanted to do that, and then I kind of got sidetracked in me actually doing that. So if my throat is at all coarse during this stream, or if I have to end early, just know it's because of that fucking Stanley voice. Dude, holy shit. I did that line like maybe 6 times. And that shit destroyed me, because I couldn't get it right. And it was pissing me off. The Stanford one I got kind of quick. I forgot to turn on the music again. I got the Stanford one kind of quick. But, it still hurt. And then also, just while we're here, let's talk about Sparking Zero. I don't know what the overlap is between the Dragon Ball fandom and the Ace Attorney fandom, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. 'Cause... oh my god, the amount of stuff that has come out, like, just today alone, is insane. Did I record? I did start recording. Okay. But, like, dude, okay. First of all, the characters that they showed off. Fucking Z Broly. Cooler. Dr. Wheelo, which was a surprise. Janemba. Fucking Kaba, who I genuinely thought wasn't going to make it into the game, honestly. I was like, wow, he's not base game. That's insane. And then, he's base game. We got Frost, who only has final form, which I'm a little upset about. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. Frost is in the game. I'm happy about it. I still think Frost is wasted potential. But, regardless... like, oh my god, it was so good. And then there's, like, the one screenshot I've seen of Daima Goku. I want to know what he plays like. I want to know what Daima Goku plays like. Has there been, like, any... I want to look this up real quick. Sparking Zero Daima Goku. Has there been anything other than that one image? Whoa, actual gameplay? Wait.
Today's video
Shut up. Wait, oh, this is Daima Predictions. How old is this video? 5 days ago. They don't have gameplay. What's that from? That's clearly... wait, but that's clearly, like...
Today's video is...
but that's clearly, like... art? Is that just, like, drawn... is that, like, drawn art that just looks... oh my god, I got fucking clickbaited, but that's, like, genuinely good art. That's actually crazy. Oh, I guess that is GT, isn't it? Oh, you clever fucks. Okay. Oh, people have gameplay of Frost, though, and, like, other characters. I'm not gonna look at all that now, because we're here for a thing, and that thing is Ace Attorney. I'm just getting a little sidetracked, which seems to be my theme today. Let's get on to Ace Attorney. I'm gonna leave the music on for a little bit longer while I pull up the game. Oh my god. Dude, I might have to turn on the AC again, because it's so warm over here. I don't know what it is. It's so warm over here, I might have to turn on the AC when we get on the game. Okay, I'm opening the game. Open the game. I don't even have this turned on. There we go. Okay, turn this off now. And then we'll play Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. Or this is not the way I played it, right? This is the way I played it. How did I play it? Hold on, how did I even play this game? I don't even remember. Hold on, I gotta go to youtube.com/Mr. Finster, MRFINNSTER. That may have sounded like the audio stuttered. That was me. Hold on, is it? Okay, I did just do full screen. I did just do full screen. Then I am woefully underprepared, which I kind of knew. Is it showing up yet? Because it's not showing up yet. It is not showing up yet. Why is it not showing up yet? Screen capture. Any full screen application? This is full screen. Hold on, I gotta... Why is this not showing up? Oh, there it is. Okay. Now, what if I, for the sake of argument here, put on auto? Well, then it doesn't capture shit. Did I have issues with this before that I just don't fucking remember? Did I have to do this and then have this specifically? Yes, I did. Ah, that was the thing. I had to have that specifically capture. Well, now it's not showing it. Why? That's what you're supposed to capture. Why aren't you capturing it? Why is it not being captured? Why is it not being captured? Whatever, I found another way to get it to work, so I'll do that for now. Alright, is that showing up? Cool, now I have to figure out how to get chat pulled up. We're just gonna do both of these at once. I'm gonna do the way I get chat pulled up as I get everything else going. Let's play the game. We're going to see the yokai thing. We're going to Yokai World. Episode 2, The Monstrous Turnabout. So I want to say that I do know the killer, and I forgot about this cutscene. Me on a daily basis. Oh. Alright. So we know who lost the fight. Oh, and then Spider-Man came in with his webs and said, "See you later!"
Long, long ago, the nine-tailed fox defeated the evil Tenmataro and sealed the fallen demon away. To this day, it is said that he slumbers even still within the forbidden chamber.
He's sleepy. Alright. And then isn't... Oh! Wait, they show us in this one?
Night, Alderman. Sweet dreams.
They show us who does it in this one? I forgot.
At long last, the revival of Tenmataro is at hand.
Oh. That's probably not something you want to revive, yeah? That looked like a villain of sorts. We gonna talk about that? No, okay. I think this is Apollo. And I'm going to assume... I think I just did my normal voice for Apollo. A few months prior to the courthouse bombing. Oh my god, it's the Right Anything Agency! I love it so much! It does just look upscaled from fucking Apollo Justice, but still! April 17th, 12:13 p.m., Right Anything Agency? I guess I'm a little early. Ah! I love her. Okay, let me turn on the AC. I'm gonna fucking need it so bad. Hold on. Like, I'm already sweating, and we've done nothing yet. You know what I mean? Like, I need it. I'm sorry. I cannot handle without the air conditioning. I will cry. Anyways, I'm just gonna do kind of the same voice as Athena. Oh, hey, Apollo. Getting an early start today? Yeah, this is the first job I've had in a while, after all. Well, aren't we all fired up? Oh my god, Trucy, I love Trucy so much. I love Trucy so much. Well, that was a voice crack. That was not an intentional voice crack, that just happened. Well, it's not every day I get a call from Mr. Wright. What kind of work is it anyway? Mr. Wright didn't mention any details. Work? Is that how he put it? Don't tell me he just wants me to clean the toilet again. I don't want to do it again. You've really become a fixture around here, Apollo. Come to think of it, it's been almost a year since I was hired. A lot's happened since then. But I've settled in nicely despite a few bumps in the road. You know, like Clavier and Kristoff and honestly Phoenix himself. My name is Apollo Justice. I've been practicing law for about a year, but I still have a lot to learn. This is the Write Anything Agency, and it's where I work. Don't let the name fool you, it's definitely a law agency. But don't forget that this place is a talent agency too, Polly. Name one talent that has been here other than yourself, Trucy. It's the law agency part of this office that's usually forgotten. This is Trucy Wright, a budding magician, and adopted daughter of the agency's owner, Phoenix Wright. She sometimes makes me help with her magic tricks. And what's wrong with that? You're one of the agency's talents as well. I was under the impression that I was a lawyer. You could have fucking fooled me. Oh, we better hurry. Doesn't look like Daddy's gonna make it, so let's get going. Huh? Where are we going? What about the job you mentioned? This is the job, Polly. You're supposed to keep me company today. Now come on. Another day of not being a lawyer. Should have seen this coming. Well, this is the Write Anything Agency, you know. And there's no law-related work at the moment, so... Tell me again why I chose to work here? To work here, allegedly? Where's Mr. Wright, anyways? Daddy said something about going to meet an acquaintance. Don't worry, just focus on your job and I'll tell you exactly what you need to know. Well, let's go. We don't have all day. Wait a second! And another day of anything goes begins at the Write Anything Agency. Oh. April 17th, 1:30 p.m., Ninetales Yokai Lane! And that's why this was called the yokai, insert yokai watch joke here. Because I had no thoughts, and I kind of rushed to get the stream going. Okay, whew. So, what are we doing all the way up here in the mountains? This is Ninetales Vale. Everyone's been talking about the yokai craze here. Yokai? Oh, you mean Japanese monsters. I guess that explains all the weird things. Speaking of which, wasn't Ninetales Vale founded by Japanese immigrants? I love when Ace Attorney's localization is like, we are in Japan, question mark? America, question mark? We're in land. It's like, yeah, they're holding a festival to boost tourism over the Alderman's Manor. My friend who works there invited us. That's why we're here. In other words, I'm your chaperone because your dad was too busy. Daddy said that with those horns of yours, you'd make a great addition to the festival. I mean, you look just like a Japanese demon. Wasn't that so thoughtful of him, Polly? I could do without thoughtfulness like that. Asshole. Oh, it's almost time. Come on, Polly. The festival grounds are this way. All right, guess it's time to move to QB Manor Garden. Oh my god, QB. Like the yokai. Oh, this is weird. Oh, that's weird. Okay. I don't know how I feel about that UI, but we'll find out. April 17th, 2:05 p.m., QB Manor Garden. Wow, this place is really something. It definitely feels like a different world here. Is that, I forget her name, but Trucy. Yeah, it's this girl that I forgot the name of. Jinxie, I remembered. And this is my friend, Jinxie Tenma. She's the one who invited us. She just happens to be the maid here. 2 horns, a love of red. Are you a demon? No. I'm Apollo Justice. Nice to meet you. Ah! What the? Ow. Be gone, foul beast! You look great, Polly. Fills in some of that space on your forehead. Damn! God damn, Trucy! Shit! What the fuck did he do to deserve that? What the fuck? What is this thing? It's a wording charm. Jinxie puts them on all the monsters she finds. But I'm not a monster. Asshole! Maybe I should have told her you're a good demon. Oh, you could just say I'm a human. You fucking asshole. The red demon, emissary of the underworld. Oh my fucking god. I got up early to do my hair for this. Can I take this off now? So you can eat me? I'm not gonna eat you! Ah! Forgive me, you terrible one! Tone down your cords of steel, Apollo. You're scaring her out of her wits. Oh my fucking god, we're doing this today. Okay. Don't worry. I'm already full. I have eaten enough human on the way here. Please stay that way. Great. Now I'm playing along too. But if I show her my lawyer's badge, look at my oh, it's present. That's why. Would you mind taking a look at this? Ah! No, thank you. Be gone, foul demon. His voice is just kind of banished again. That's what you get when you flash a girl like that, even if it was just your badge. What the fuck? That makes me sound like a worse human being than I was being. Sheesh. You make it sound like I'm some kind of creep. What the fuck is that about, girl? Anyways, let's talk about Ninetales Vale. So I wanted to ask you about Ninetales Vale. Why? Be gone, foul demon! Looks like you've been demonized, Polly. Literally. I'm starting to wonder if I really am a demon myself. Please don't eat me! Have food if you're hungry. This isn't working. Won't get anything out of her until we set the record straight. If only we had some way to prove you're not as scary as you look. Ouch. Unnecessary roughness. Looks like I need to... Wait, so am I supposed to fucking present... I just did that! Proof that I'm 100% a human. Is this the one time that the attorney's badge is like actually something you're supposed to present? I wanted to show you this. What is it? It's my attorney's badge. You see? I'm not a demon. I'm a lawyer. There's a little bit of overlap there, but I'm still just a human. Really? You're a lawyer? Whew. Maybe now she'll stop calling me a demon. Does it protect you from Enmadayo's judgment? Enmadayo. Who's Enmadayo? I read somewhere that he's a demon lord who judges the dead for their sins and also is a twink according to Yokai Watch. Or no, he's Enma Jr. But they just call him Enma because that... Uh-oh, I think she thinks you're a demon lawyer from hell, Polly. Can I go back to just being a normal demon? Please don't boil me in a scalding cauldron. I'd prefer a Turkish bath if possible. What is a Turkish bath? A Turkish bath? Isn't that more sauna than bath? I guess, okay. Don't worry, Jinxie. He's a good demon. He'll save you if you ever go astray. That's the line I couldn't read. Please, Mr. Demon Lawyer, sir. Have mercy on my soul. Oh my fuck. Girl, I told you I'm not a Ow! What did it even... Trucy, you're just making things... What? Ow! You just leave that Enmadayo to me. Woo! Come on out, my friend. Jibanya. Okay. Isn't that great, Jinxie? Uh-huh. I'm no longer scared to cross into the afterlife. Well, that's not a thing you should say in Ace Attorney. We already know who the victim is, but, like, that's not a thing you should say in Ace Attorney. Will someone tell these two I'm human already? Great! Now that we've done that, let's do that. So, Jinxie, I hear this village is the epicenter of the monster craze. Uh-huh. Barely anyone had even heard of it before, but now it's packed with tourists. Really? So the monster craze is the reason behind today's festival? It was the alderman's idea, but I'd be careful if I were you.
There are lots of yokai prowling about Ninetail's Vale.
Prowling about. Uh-huh. You mean like wild animals or something?
Uh-huh. And they're hungry, too.
Man-eating monsters! And they're all over the place.
Uh-huh. In fact, there's one at the manor yesterday. I heard the doorbell ring, but when I opened the door, nobody was there.
I love you, Jinxie.
It was the ding-dong demon.
I'm a fucking child. The ding-dong demon. He be dinging and donging all over the place. Oh, my fucking... I am a fucking child. Also, give me 1 second. I have to... There we go. Okay. Sorry, I had to... Alright. The Ding Dong Demon!
How else could you explain it?
Well... When I was a kid, my friends used to play this prank called Ding Dong Ditch. Which is the same thing.
Well, that doesn't prove yokai aren't real. There's even one here at the manor. The demon Tenmataro. He's imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber.
Tenmataro. The Forbidden Chamber. Okay, let's elaborate on that. About that yokai you said 30 seconds ago, that was imprisoned here at the manor. Is that true?
Uh-huh. He's a super evil demon named Tenmataro. Here, take a look at this scroll.
Ah. Okay.
Tenmataro's the dark demon you see here. He's super evil and super scary.
So that's the yokai imprisoned in the Forbidden Chamber.
Uh-huh. He was defeated by the village guardian yokai, the Nine-Tailed Fox, and locked away forever.
So... You're saying Tenmataro is still trapped inside the Forbidden Chamber?
Uh-huh. But he's just biding his time until he can escape. Still, we should be perfectly safe. Because there's a really powerful sealing charm on the door keeping it shut tight.
What a charming security system. Aha, I see what you did there, Apollo. It's funny, but
You can keep the scroll if you want. The alderman gave me this, but just holding it gives me the chills, so...
Thanks, Jinxie. Maybe I'll give this to Mr. Wright. Wow, cool, Yokai Legend Scroll. A scroll depicting the demon Tenmataro and the Nine-Tailed Fox and woohoo. So... I was wondering... Are those things on your forehead also warding charms, Jinxie?
Yes, they're to prevent evil things from getting inside me. Papa told me to wear them.
Evil things.
Apollo, don't you dare take those charms off her forehead. They have to stay there. I wasn't fucking thinking about it, bitch. They have to stay there forever. Got it?
I wasn't I wonder what would happen if I did take them off.
It's time for me to get back to work.
Oh, okay, bye.
Thanks for inviting us, Jinxie. You're welcome. Oh, and before I forget, die.
She pulls out a gun.
There's going to be a surprise event today. Even I don't know what to expect, but it's sure to be fun.
Better not be a yokai parade. She's probably dropped dead from fright.
Oh, her hair's like a little wisp. I like it. Huh?
Oh, fuck! Demon! Oh, wait. Oh, wait, it's just someone in a suit, right?
Tenmataro?
Tenmataro? The demon I just looked at 30 seconds ago? Demon from the Forbidden Chamber?
Please don't hurt me! Be gone! Be gone! Be gone!
Haste! Better watch out, little girl! I'll snatch you away!
Charm! Where's that diet go to heaven charm? Oh, she put it on her own forehead this time.
She sure gives up quick. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces?
Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that! Lower your eyes, you stupid fuck! He'll steal your soul if you're not careful.
Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? Your devilry stops here and now, Tenmataro.
Now what? Look, Apollo, there's somebody up on the roof.
Huh? Holy shit! It's King! It's King!
That booming laugh, could it be? My 9 golden tails are proof of my unassailable righteousness. With my band of 100 minions, I vanquish evil from the land. I am the wrestler of righteousness. Yaha!
Oh my fucking god. It really, that is actually King. That is King if he was based off QB. That is actually, I hate it.
The Golden Lord of Yokai, the amazing Ninetales, is here! Fear not, good little boys and girls, for I shall defeat Tenmataro!
Oh, wait. No, that's still him, right? Yeah, that's still him.
Hooray! Hooray! It's the Ninetales! Woohoo!
Up to your no good tricks again, eh, Tenmataro? Well, not on my watch, it's fucking MMA. Now I point at the air. There's nothing to fear now, my child. I have banished Tenmataro. You and your people can now live in peace.
Thank you, Mr. Amazing Ninetales, sir.
Now I must be off. Another match and another foe to vanquish. Await!
He jumped from the roof to the floor here. That's kind of impressive, unironically. What the fuck was that about? Did that wrestler just chase off a yokai? Looked like he came out of the Alderman's Manor.
That was the Amazing Ninetales. Clearly, he said it like 5 times. He's a pro wrestler from right here in Ninetales Vale, but no one knows his true identity.
Jinxie sure seems chipper all of a sudden. What was all that about him banishing Tenmataro? I need water. It's already taking a toll.
That was a yokai exorcism. It's an annual ritual where Tenmataro is released to remind us of his wickedness.
Really? That's what they decided to do? That's stupid. Why is he banished if we just release him every now and again to like that? Why do we do that?
In the end, the Nine-Tailed Fox drives Tenmataro out and purifies our village. But the Amazing Ninetales did the honors this year.
So that was the big surprise. Amazing Ninetales and Tenmataro, huh? Well, whatever floats your boat.
Oh, would you look at the time? I'd better get back to work. Please excuse me.
All right, bye. Bye-bye. She's a strange one, all right.
I think she's sweet in her own special way.
Knowing Trucy, she probably has lots of friends who are sweet in their own way.
Well, we still have some time to kill. Might as well see the rest of Ninetales Vale while we're here.
The fun never stops, does it? Oh, okay, I'm glad we only had a small crowd. If it was any longer, it would have been scary. And that's the end of that. April 17th, 3:40 p.m., QB Manor Garden.
I think I bought nearly every yokai souvenir that was for sale.
I know, because my wallet's running on empty. Ooh. Huh?
What's with all the commotion over there?
Huh? Hey, isn't that your friend Jinxie? I hope everything's okay.
He's terrible! It's not okay! Nothing is okay! Calm down, Jinxie. Tell us what happened.
That was a bad delivery, but whatever.
The demon Tenmataro. He killed Alderman QB.
What?
Wait, killed as in dead? No, killed as in lightly caressed. What do you think? Yes, and Tenmataro did it.
Tenmataro. You stay here while I go have a look.
Please, wait.
Ow!
It's a Tenmataro warding charm. It should protect you, but please, be careful. The Alderman...
What? Oh, that is right. Okay, it was really confusing me for a second.
The Alderman's in the Fox Chamber at the top of the main staircase.
Okay, got it. Oh, and we took it off, and I'm just gonna put it in my pocket. Just gonna put it in my pocket. I'm protected though, right? That still applies. April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber. Oh, anime cutscene. Oh, there's bloody fucking... Fuck off. Oh my god. Bro, he's Oh, you're alive?
Huh? Are you alright? Who are you?
My name's Apollo Justice and I'm not a demon.
Help! Someone call an ambulance!
Can we, like, get an ambulance in here? There's a dead one and a not dead one. The police arrived soon after that, at which point I returned to the festival grounds. Apparently, the man impaled by the spear was already dead. But there was one other person there, and he was immediately rushed to the hospital. And also probably considered the killer, right?
April 17th, we don't know what time it is. QB Man a garden.
Thank goodness the other man's going to be fine. Sounds like he'd only been unconscious. You think Jinxie's gonna be okay? I'm sure she'll be back to her old self in no time. At least she's calm enough for the police to question her for now. And I'd sure love to know what the crazy animal left those feathers and tracks.
Oh, look, here comes Jinxie. Conveniently. Hi, Trucy. Hi, Mr. Demon Lawyer.
Hey, feeling any better? I was wondering if you're up to filling us in on what happened. Tell us about what happened. Tell us the stuff. So, the man with the spear in his chest was already dead?
Uh-huh. It was Alderman QB. When I found him, he was already...
So the victim was in the village alderman. And the one who was found alive, who was he?
Damien,
Damien, I guess.
Damien Tenma. He's the mayor of the neighboring city, Tenma Town. They arrested him.
So, he's the killer? You know damn well that you know damn well that they don't fucking know like they don't know who the killer is right away, alright? Don't act like you know.
Nuh-uh, Papa didn't kill anyone.
I love the nuh-uh. Papa? As in your father.
That's right. Jinxie's dad is mayor of Tenma Town.
No way!
Yes, way, but he's innocent.
This just got way more complicated. The victim was the alderman of Ninetails Vale, and Jinxie's father, the mayor of Tenma Town, was arrested for the crime. Sounds like we have some investigating to do.
I know this is difficult, Jinxie, but you need to hang in there. I know. I'll try my best.
Would you mind telling me a little more about the victim? The guy who's dead? Dead man? You probably had memories of him. That's fucked up. So, the victim was the village alderman. What can you tell me about him?
His name was Rex QB. They say his family has ties to the legendary Ninetails, probably because he was the legendary Ninetails. He was really kind, and he always looked out for me. He was a former pro wrestler, and I even heard he knew the Amazing Ninetails.
So everything kind of points to he is the Amazing Ninetails. A former pro wrestler, huh? That's something to keep in mind. With your father being the mayor and all, I guess you're originally from Tenma Town, huh? So then, why did you come to work here?
It was to overcome your fears, right, Jinxie? Uh-huh. Plus, Mama was from Ninetails Vale, though she's no longer with us. She loved these flowers. I always wanted to live where Ninetails flowers grew. Wow, what a beautiful flower! And with exactly 9 petals, too. Just looking at them gives me courage, even when I'm scared of yokai, and also murder.
Cool. Why are we getting this as evidence? Why is it evidence? Hold on. A lot of questions right now. Hold on. Why is this evidence? Why is this evidence? This I can maybe see being evidence. Why the fuck is this evidence? Okay. Jinxie, when you first told us what happened, you said the killer was a demon.
Uh-huh. The warding charm on the Forbidden Chamber's door. It's been removed.
The Forbidden Chamber's door? That big door that was barred shut. There wasn't a charm on it when I checked it out, so I guess it was removed by someone.
That's how Tenmataro escaped. Ooh, ooh. But when I try and remember what happened, it all goes fuzzy. Jinxie, you should go get some rest. You've been through a lot today.
Between the warding charm being removed, and the black feathers and weird tracks, I could see how a superstitious person might think a demon was the killer. Apollo, maybe this is your chance. Chance for what? To do the right thing and defend Jinxie's dad in court. Who, me? Wouldn't a man like Mayor Tenma have access to more experienced lawyers? They're all dead. You want to know what the detectives said? They doubted there was a lawyer who could get a non-guilty verdict in this one. Sounds like they're expecting an open and shut case. Don't worry, Jinxie. If anyone can prove your dad's innocence, it's Polly. What? You'll accept the case, won't you, Polly? It's all over, isn't it? I'll be all alone for the rest of my life. Oh, right. Jinxie already lost her mother. All right. Jinxie, leave your father's defense to me. Attaboy, Polly. You're going to help Papa, Mr. Demon Lawyer? Yep, because I'm not a demon. Because that's what lawyers do. Plus, no toilet cleaning for a while. I'll do whatever it takes to make sure your father walks away a free man. Thank you, Mr. Demon Lawyer. I can tell you're one of the good ones! Don't say that! Red demons are usually so mean. It's been a while, but I'll be fine. Ready or not, here comes justice! Guess I ought to go and meet my new client. But before I forget, better drop this down in my notebook. Hey, Apollo? What's that notebook for? Oh, I just thought I should jot down some stuff about the case. And so I don't misplace them, I'm putting my notes in the court record. Oh, what the fuck? Was this a thing? I don't remember this at all. What the fuck? Was this a thing? I guess it's what you would call a to-do list. Oh, sounds handy. To read my notes, just open the court record with right bumper. And then this is the People's tab. And this is the... Oh! I don't remember that being a fucking thing. But I also haven't played Dual Destinies since like 2016. So... Then I can switch between the tabs using left and right bumper. Oh, I almost forgot. So about Jinxie's father... No matter how scary he seems, promise me you'll resist the urge to run away. What? Sure, I mean, yeah. His angry glare can paralyze you with fear. And some claim he can even shoot laser beams from his eyes. What the fuck? Well, maybe Papa isn't really that scary. A paralyzing stare. Laser beams from his eyes. Sounds like some kind of monster. Or demon. Whoa. Sorry. I think it's about time I see Jinxie off. I'll head back to the office after I'm done. Okay, thanks. Welp, I'm on my own going to the detention center. April 17th, detention center, visitors room. Visiting hours, perfect timing. I hope he's not as scary as he sounds. He's not that bad. He's not that bad.
Who are you?
Yikes. So you're Damien Tenma, right? I'm Apollo Justice, attorney at law. I'm here to help. Huh? Get out of here! Sorry, I get a little loud sometimes.
Now, how incredibly rude!
Sorry, did I do something to offend you?
A visitor when all others shun me like a common criminal. And here I am with nothing to offer. I am the epitome of rudeness!
Wait, so he wasn't mad at me? Oh my god, I love him.
Unworthy as I am, I, Damien Tenma, shall breach these walls, so that I may treat my benefactor to some tea, and maybe some cookies too!
No, wait, no! We can do tea and cookies after we prove your innocence. How about you start by telling me what the fuck go down?
I see. So tea and cookies can wait, can they?
Whew! That was close. We don't need jailbreak added to the list of charges. Seems like a good guy, but with a face like that, I can see why he's misunderstood. I love him. What reason for arrest? Mayor Tenma, do you mind if I ask you why you were arrested? Whoa! Okay, sorry, I guess some things are better left unsaid. Bah! Excuse me?
To think a public paragon such as I could be treated like this. This arrest should have never happened.
Go on.
I fear the ill effects it will have on our youth, Now I've but one choice. I must leave here at once, if only to protect the moral fiber of our youth.
Okay, dude, jailbreak, not exactly something you should be preaching. No, wait! You can protect the moral fiber of our youth after you've been declared not guilty.
I suppose you're right.
Whew! Our youth just came this close to quite a scare.
My fingerprints were on the spear that killed Alderman Cuby. That's why I was arrested.
Your prints were on the murder weapon. That's never good. Any idea how they got there?
None. For I hardly remember a thing, you see. I was fast asleep at the time. Someone must have slipped me a sleeping pill or something. What's worse, somebody clobbered me on the head.
I see. A drug-induced slumber and a blow to the head. No wonder you hardly remembered a thing.
Oh.
Huh? Was that some kind of strange laugh? Well, I think we can safely assume your prints were planted while you were unconscious. Awesome, let's talk about your motive for you doing it. You did it. What do the police have on you as far as motive is concerned?
Truth be told, there's been a bit of trouble between the alderman and I as of late.
Oh? Was it personal in nature?
Nothing like that. It's a long story. But suffice to say, I've been pushing to merge Ninetails Vale with Tenma-town. Surrender Ninetails Vale to Tenma-town now!
Yikes! Damn, I don't got the authority for that!
That's what I told him.
I'd like to tell you to stop shouting like that, but I'm too scared. I may pee my pants. Alright. So, that's the motive the police have established for the Alderman's murder.
Indeed it is. After all, Alderman Cuby was dead set against a municipal merger.
And that's why they think you killed him. He was in your way.
Curses?
Mayor Tenma? Are you okay?
Jinxie, forgive me, I never meant to worry you like this.
It'll work out fine, just leave it to me. If only it really were that easy. I don't even know where to start. Thank you for meeting with me, Mayor Tenma.
Please, wait. My daughter, Jinxie.
Yes?
She already lost her mother. And now with me being held here, I fear she'll be terribly lonely. I hesitate to ask, but I beg you, be a friend to her in her time of need.
Leave it to me. Trucy and I will look out for your daughter.
I shall rest a little easier then. You know, you remind me of some new friends Jinxie has been talking about.
New friends? Aww.
Yes, it seems she's made some new friends since she started working at Ninetails Vale. They're quite the unusual bunch, too. There's a lady with an exceptionally long neck, a young lad with incredibly long tongue, and many other interesting characters.
Friends? Sounds more like a bunch of monsters to me. Aren't those both yokai, though? Exceptionally long neck, that's I don't know her name. And then the dude with the long tongue, those are both yokai.
Now, if you would excuse me, it appears my time is up.
He just gets executed. My time is up, bang! Whew. Why am I so tired? Must have been more tense than I thought. Still, I'm glad he didn't turn out to be as scary as he looks. A call? Oh, it's Mr. Wright. Justice here. Polo, is that you? Hi, Mr. Wright. What can I do for you? Trucy told me you've taken on a new case. Oh, that old thing. That little thing. It'll be nothing. It was kind of spur of the moment. He's actually calling me about a case? That's fine, but I have a favor to ask. Sure, what is it? I'm at the airport right now. There was someone I had to meet. A new addition to the agency, actually. Her name's Athena Sykes, and she just passed the bar. That's right, I remember hearing about her coming to join us. Guess that was today. She took off as soon as I told her you needed help with the case. It was like there was no stopping her. Wait, what? Where is she now? Probably somewhere in Ninetails Vale by now. That's where that favor I mentioned comes in. I need you to go find her. But I've never even met her before. What does she look like? She'll be the girl in the yellow suit sporting an attorney's badge. Okay, I'll find her. A new addition to the agency. Well, I better get back to Ninetails Vale quick. Let's get back to Ninetails Vale quick. Let's go here and see what happens. April 17th, Ninetails Vale, Yokai Lane. I already told you!
I'm a lawyer assigned to the case. I need to study the crime scene, so if you would please tell me where the QB Manor is.
You can't fool me. You're just a delinquent high school student playing hooky.
You stupid pig-headed! This attorney's badge isn't just for show, you know. Looks like I just found Miss Athena Sykes. Why won't you believe me? Don't expect me to defend you in court if you ever get arrested.
Well, I'm the one who usually does the arresting, so...
Hey, shouldn't you be getting back to school?
I already told you I'm a lawyer, not a student.
That's it, enough of your lies. You're coming with me.
Ah! Get your hands off me!
Oh my god, I forgot she fucking flips a motherfucker! Yeah, Athena! I love Athena so much. What the fuck? I love Athena so much. She's so good. I need an Athena Sykes game. Please. An Athena Sykes game where she's the only protagonist and not having to deal with fucking being just one case. Please give her a full game. God damn it. Oh god. I think you can watch out for the... Oh. Think you can watch out for the bystanders next time? Fuck.
Whoops! Are you okay?
I think so. Oh, I'll cop it back. But that police officer's out cold.
I am so sorry. I do that when people suddenly grab me. It's like a reflex or something.
Reflex? Sounds more like a felony. Hey, felonies can be reflexes. You're Athena Sykes, I take it.
That would be me, and you are?
I'm Apollo Justice. I work at the Right Anything Agency.
The Right Anything Agency? What a fishy-sounding name.
It's a long story, but it is a law office, among other things. Didn't Mr. Wright explain it to you?
Oh, right, that right! So then you must be... Where have you been? I've been looking all over for you!
I could say the same thing to you. No, you couldn't. You have not been looking all over for her. You were told in the fucking police area, hey, you gotta go find Athena, and you're like, word, and then you go over there, and she's immediately causing a scene. It was not that hard to find her. Well, here I am. Now, how about telling me a little bit about yourself? Mr. Wright didn't really tell me much, as always.
Ah, of course. Feel free to ask away.
All right, Athena Sykes, my favorite fucking Ace Attorney protagonist, bar none. So, Athena, you just passed the bar.
That's right, and here's my shiny new badge to prove it. Isn't it beautiful?
Oh, so you must be a bit younger than me.
A bit more than you might think, in fact.
Oh, she's like 19.
Oh, I'm only 18. 18. How in the world did you become a lawyer at that age? I skipped a few grades when I don't know why I went for the fucking I skipped a few grades. All right. I skipped a few grades while I was an exchange student in Europe. And I got my license to practice law while I was over there. All I can say is, wow.
She must be a genius or something.
I also studied analytical psychology. Thought it might help me be a better lawyer.
Psychology helps her be a better lawyer? How exactly does that work? What do you mean? What do you, your whole thought, this is not a deception game, but this is like a fucking deductive game. This is like a thought-provoking game where you're supposed to think about how, what do you mean? That makes a lot of sense, the client.
So, tell me about our client. What are they like?
Oh, right, you haven't met him yet.
Well, he's scary, he's spooky, and you're crying.
And that about sums it up. Why are you crying?
He's more worried about his daughter than himself. What a wonderful father.
Wait, you crying?
I'm not crying! There was something in my eye, and it was pure beauty!
They're called tears.
It was beauty. Shut up. Moving right along, let's get down to business. Helping our client is priority number one.
All right, let's talk about your psychology.
So, Athena, you mentioned studying psychology. That's right. I've always wanted to bring analytical psychology into the courtroom. The power of psychology will bring a breath of fresh air to the legal system.
Oh, really? So, how do you plan on using it to defend our client?
Well, for example, I can try listening in on a witness's inner voice, and then analyze their psychological state with the help of my trusty partner, Widget.
Widget?
My necklace. This device around my neck here. Say hi, Widget. Hi, Widget. It talks? Whoa, you need a volume knob. Anyway, the little guy will sometimes say what I'm feeling. Awkward. Don't worry, he'll get used to it. Now that part out of everything you've said, that I seriously doubt. Oh, I almost forgot. I have something you might be interested in. I got it on my way here. Think it might have something to do with our case? A special edition covering our case? That was fucking quick. That's the whole point of special editions, isn't it? To be the first to get a scoop? Rapido! Right, well, see what it says here. What's the deal with the Spanish? Okay. Tenmataro was seen... What? He was seen flying through the sky? Yeah, somebody happened to snap the photo of near Ninetales Vale. The article goes on to say it might be connected to our case. Apparently, that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose real quick. I got stuff in my nose. That did not help anything. But we're just gonna roll with it. Alright. Apparently that photo was shot right after the murder occurred. Well, there were black feathers and strange tracks at the crime scene. I'm not surprised the locals think yokai was involved. Wait a second. Yokai as in one of those Japanese monsters? My god! I forgot that she speaks so many languages. You don't actually think it was a supernatural murder, do you? No, of course not. Now German? Why not plain old English? Special edition paper added to the court record. Andale, Apollo! Let's get cracking on that crime scene already! Alright, well, let's move. Let's move to a crime scene. QB Manor. Oh, he is a big guy. April 17th, QB Manor for ya. Alright, I've played enough Persona 5. We gotta go jump through that painting. Do you hear that? It sounds like a TV or something. Oh, look! There's a TV in that little room in the corner. In other news, the mysterious masked wrestler, the Amazing Ninetales, has been confirmed missing according to sources close to the wrestler. Hold on. It appears he disappeared sometime after the special event held in Ninetales Vale today. He also failed to appear at a match today where he was scheduled to defend his title. Local villagers say his disappearance may be connected with Tenmataro's recent escape. So, that wrestler's gone missing. Oh, fucking hell, I forgot you were a person.
Hey, you two, you don't belong in here! Ah! It's a rat!
Don't worry, there's nothing suspicious.
What about them horns of yours? They look mighty suspicious if you ask me.
Horns? That's my hair, dickhead. Anyway, we're lawyers, and we're here to...
Ah! You're them lawyers come to defend Mayor Tenma, ain't ya?
Should have reckoned with what with that expensive-looking bracelet you got there. The name's Phineas Filch. Yeah, his whole thing is like he tries to steal from people.
I'm the caretaker here. Pleased to meet ya.
Same here. Wow, talk about a quick change of heart.
So, tell me, demon lawyer. Bet you used them demonic horns of yours to scare the bejeebers out of witnesses, huh? Come here, you little horn demon.
Ouch! Hey, my fucking bracelet! Jack off! You fucking piece of shit! That shit don't fit you! These horns, I mean my hair isn't meant to threaten anyone.
They ain't. Seems a mighty big waste of perfectly good horns if you ask me. Then again, none of my business, so...
That was fast, guess he's done with me.
Well, I'd best be getting back to work.
Hold it!
Yeah, I knew it, she was gonna point out.
Hold it! Halt! Stop right there! Huh? Me?
Apollo, your bracelet's gone.
Ah! Don't you worry, Mr. Lawyer, sir. I'll check the lost and found later.
You mean your wrist? Somehow I don't think that'll be necessary. Just check your wrist right now.
Ah! The cat's out of the bag!
It was barely in the bag in the first place. That was a pretty pathetic attempt. Give me my fucking wristband back, jackass.
Sorry! I'm so sorry! I just couldn't control myself. Please forgive me. I'm begging you. Huh?
I almost feel sorry for him now. What should we do about him, Apollo? Well, got my bracelet back, and he seems sorry enough, so...
I knew you'd understand, Mr. Lawyer, sir. You obviously got a big heart.
I don't know what this voice is. We're just kind of rolling with it.
There's a wad of cash in your wallet, I hope.
You leave my wallet out of this.
Oh! Hey! Didn't you just finish apologizing for stealing from us? Run away! Head for the hills!
Get back here, you! Talk about a quick escape. Looks like he dropped a few things. Looks like a pair of diagrams. This one's of the crime scene, and here's one of the foyer. He left his shoes behind, too. The guy's the living definition of bumbling thief. Let's hang on to his shoes. We can give them back to him next time we see him. As for the diagrams, I say we keep them. Yeah, probably. They look like something the police might draw. Wonder where the caretaker got them. Probably from the police that drew them. Crime scene diagram. Foyer diagram. Now then, as I recall, the Fox chamber should be at the top of those stairs. So let's go there. Oh, cool. April 17th, QB Manor, Fox Chamber.
Whoa!
There's the feathers and footprints I talked about. Where'd all these black feathers and weird tracks come from? The popular opinion seems to be that they're from Tenmataro. But do we believe that? Probably not.
You mean the great evil has returned?
Even if he did, I'd be laughed out of the courthouse trying to indict him. Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene.
It's my fucking boy! I mean, it's not, but it is. I love him so much. He is the reason I decided to buy this trilogy, so I can voice him on stream.
Hey, who are you and what are you doing here? This is a crime scene!
And who are you? Are you with the police?
I asked first, who are you and what are you doing here? On second thought, I'm placing you under arrest for disturbing a crime scene!
Under arrest? But...
Save it for the boys back at HQ. Now come quietly or else. I don't want to be late for lunch.
Please, wait, we're Mayor Tenma's lawyers.
Well, why didn't you say so? So you're the lawyers I've heard about. Ha ha ha! I almost took you two in. You two sure were suspicious, though.
I don't know how many more times I could take being called suspicious in one day. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, my favorite fucking detective ever.
I really wish the Case 5 wasn't a thing. I love him so much.
The heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil. The champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust.
Oh boy, this guy's a story and a half.
So, what can I do you for?
He's my favorite. I love him so much. I love him so fucking much. I wish he was... Ah! So, would it be okay if I had a look around?
Certainly not! No unauthorized personnel allowed!
Couldn't you make an exception?
Cease and desist at once, or you'll have to deal with my little friend here!
Yikes! He reaching for his...
In justice we trust! Look at that, Bobby Fulbright detective! I'm a real person!
Whew! It's just his badge, not a gun.
Oh my god. You may be Mayor Tenma's attorneys, but you still need authorization to cross a police line.
Apollo, let's see if we can't change his mind. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. I bet he's as dense as heroes come. Persuasion.
You're wasting your time and mine. Nobody's crossing this line without authorization. I'm a wall of justice keeping injustice. That would be you at bay.
I knew it. Look, there's just us and you here, right?
Justice and me, you say?
That's right?
Are you trying to say that justice and I aren't enough to keep you out?
What?
No, silly! We're saying that you're an inspiration in our quest for justice!
No, it can't be!
You have him on the ropes now, Athena. If we were on the side of justice, would you let us through?
But guarding the crime scene is a part of justice too!
Sure. But only a bad guy would stand in the way of justice, right?
Ah!
I love him so much.
Whose justice is the most just here?
Well, we can't have a fair and just trial without a thorough investigation, so...
Oh, Lady Justice, what would you have me do?
I think we really got to him.
Yeah, he seems pretty neurotic as far as champions of justice go.
Our pleas for justice must have had a huge impact. It's tying him up in knots. Now's our chance to start looking around.
After all that about authorizing personnel only, this was surprisingly easy.
Should I stop them or let them through? Whose justice is more just?
All right.
Well, let's get to work. We're supposed to be finding clues related to the crime, right?
Right. A search of the crime scene should turn up some evidence we can use for the trial. Let's try viewing the crime scene from different angles.
You never know what's hiding just around a corner, right? So we use the cursor with L, the left stick. And change our perspective with right stick.
If there's a particular spot you want to examine, just give it a tap.
Okay, let's leave no stone unturned. Nous allons commencer. Let's get started. Is that French? I kind of assume it's French, but...
Okay, what are you? Oh, whoa, this is weird. Okay, I'm noticing a lot of things I immediately want to, like this. Huh, what do we have here? Looks like a statue of the Nine-Tailed Fox and Tenmataro battling it out.
Eek! Careful, Apollo, it's got blood on it!
Really? Hey, you're right. I just like it being so nonchalant. He's like, really? And he's like looking around. Oh, hey, you're right. Oops. I wonder if it's the alderman's blood?
How can you remain so calm after seeing all this blood?
Well, this isn't the first I've seen something like this, so...
You're not fun at all. At least act surprised or grossed out or something for my first case.
I'm already a lawyer. You want me to be an actor too? Dumb ass? Okay, Fox and Demon statue. Statue that was at the crime scene. It depicts Tenmataro and the Nine-Tailed Fox locked in a fight. Okay, let's try this first. Huh, that looks like an air vent. It's pretty high up there.
What if you got a running start and jumped?
I doubt even a high jumper could make it.
Don't rule it out before you try it. Besides, I'm an excellent jumper.
Even so, that must be about 9 feet high.
Like I said, you don't know until you try, Monsieur Justice.
She doesn't know when to give up and when to stop using foreign words. Okay, well, she didn't try. I was expecting her to try. Let's do the wrestling belt.
Look, trophies! Ooh, this one was awarded to Alderman QB.
The Amazing Nine-Tails Yokai... Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that in my normal voice. The Amazing Nine-Tails Yokai Division winner. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling Tournament. Yokai Division? I didn't know you could have a division of one.
Apollo, you should enter the tournament next time. And I have the perfect name for you. The Mysterious Firebrand. Mild-mannered masked lawyer by day. Demonic masked wrestler by night.
No one's going to hire a masked lawyer, Athena. You don't fucking know that. They hire... Actually, liar, they would. They would hire a prosecutor with a mask. Gatto. I'm just saying, it's possible. Hey, this window opens. This window opens. Window open, and not that fucking much. And outside, we have ourselves a steep cliff. The window only opens about 6 inches. Not wide enough for anyone to get in or out.
Look, Apollo. There's something caught in the window frame.
Looks like gold fur. What a pretty...
It looks like gold fur. What a pretty color. It must be from some kind of animal.
I wonder what it's doing here. Did Alderman Oh my god. Did Alderman QB have a pet fox? No, it's the fucking You guys are stupid. Mainly Apollo here, because he literally saw it. I guess now we look at the actual crime scene, you know? So this is where Alderman QB's body was found. Apparently, the murder weapon, a spear, had Mayor Tenma's prints on it. Which yeah, that's not good.
Never fear, Detective Fulbright is here. Yikes! Of course, I can't offer you any information on my investigation, so in the name of justice, I must say goodbye.
What was all that about? Okay, let's start with this. Now, look at that. There's something wedged under this chair. Let's see if I can't lift it up and...
Freeze! I thought you were leaving! No disturbing crime scene evidence, even if you are the mayor's lawyers.
He does have a point there. Hey, Detective Fulbright, did you hear about the attack over on Yokai Lane? I heard an elderly woman was assaulted by a strange yokai shaped like a roll of cloth.
And you waited until now to tell me? I better get over there at once. In justice we trust.
That was surprisingly easy. Okay, Apollo, now's our chance to look around some more. The more I get to know her, the scarier she gets. Hope she never finds my weakness. The fuck is your weakness? Whatever this is, it's stuck on tight. Looks like a large blood-stained cloth. The blood's probably the alderman's, but it's pretty far from his body. Wonder how it got here. And why does this seem important? Okay, well, we put it back, so... Alright, let's see this. Wow, this is a pricey-looking chair. Apparently, the mayor was found drugged and unconscious in it. Really? Yeah. When he came to, he was arrested for murder. Talk about your rude awakenings. So, he's the prime suspect in a crime he knows nothing about? That stinks! Oh, poor Mr. Tenma. You must be feeling so scared and confused. Apollo, it's up to us to save him. It's like she's on her own emotional roller coaster. Alright, well, let's look at that. Nothing of particular interest here. Really? Not the... Okay. The Forbidden Chamber. They say the demon Tenmataro was imprisoned in there before his escape. Think we could get this door open? It's worth a try. No good. It's shut tight. I don't even see a keyhole. Seems pretty hopeless.
In justice we trust!
Yeah, fucking hell!
Did I just hear that voice of someone in need? Allow me to fill you in. This door simply will not open! We've tried and tried, but it won't budge! It's an essential part of the culture found in this manor, so we can't blow it up here either.
So, an unopenable door. Right.
According to Miss Jinxie Tenma, it was shut tight when she came across the crime scene.
Thanks for the tip, Detective Fulbright. Didn't expect you to be so helpful.
Ugh! Forget I just said that!
So the Forbidden Chamber was shut tight at a time of murder. Sounds like something I'd better keep in mind. Guess that's about wraps it up. Now, if only we could get that detective to tell us what he knows. Hey, Apollo? Do you hear something? Huh? I don't hear anything. Oh, right, your hearing must not be as sensitive as mine. What are you talking about? A whooshing sound, like wind rushing through a narrow strait. And the echo is of someone's voice. In
justice we trust! Ah! Someone's got a sharp set of ears. That was the sound of my righteous voice reverberating through the air duct.
I heard it through the air ducts?
Yeah, check it out. I'm not even in this room.
But why would she hear you through there?
Why don't we go to the diagram and see for ourselves? As you can see, that vent is connected to an air duct that leads onto the hallway. The wind must have rushed through there and carried my monologue with it straight to your ears.
And what a unique monologue it was. It's literally just in. I was just thinking, maybe the killer made the escape through the air duct or something.
A cute theory, but I don't think so. The air duct in the hallway is low enough to climb into. That much is true. But as you can see, the vent in the ceiling is very high. 9 feet high, in fact. I highly doubt that there's any way to get up there without a ladder or something. And I don't see anything of the sort in this room, do you?
I guess you're right.
Speaking of things in this room,
Yeah?
can you tell us what you guys turned up, Detective Fulbright?
Not on my watch, buddy! In the name of justice, I cannot reveal facts pertaining to the prosecution's case!
Oh, come on, throw us a bone here. Excuse me, Detective Fulbright, but I recall you saying earlier that you would come running whenever we were in need.
Yerk! I suppose I did say that. Helping those in need is what justice is all about, but keeping information out of the enemy hands is also a form of justice. Which justice is the most just? Why is this always so hard?
Well, how about this? Let's do a little give and take. I mean, serving the public is part of justice too, right? You know, like the police motto, to serve and protect.
I doubt leaking information to the defense team falls under that motto.
Yes, of course! I must serve as well as protect!
Hold on, let me get water. Alright.
Okay, I will share some information. In the name of justice!
We did it, Apollo!
Yeah, we did it all right, but I'm not sure that was entirely ethical. I love his theme so much. I love it so much. All right. Details of the case. Was it Miss Jinxie Tenma who first discovered the crime scene?
That's right!
Sorry.
And this photo shows what she saw when she opened the door.
Ah,
Miss Tenma had a key, allowing her immediate access.
a key. So then the Fox chamber was locked.
Yes, and Miss Tenma had the only key to its door.
Really? So Alderman QB didn't have a key to the Fox chamber?
Actually, he had a master key for most of the doors in the manor, but it disappeared after his murder.
Disappeared? You think the killer took it?
It could very well be connected to the murder. We're looking into the possibility now. But it's the timing of Miss Tenma's discovery that I think is most important. Of course, I'm not going to share that information with you. Ha ha ha!
You think you're some kind of champion of justice? You're just plain old mean.
I won't fall for that, you shameless rascal! I only help good little boys and girls.
Shameless rascal? Who even says that? Well, I wouldn't exactly call you a good little girl either. Alright, we got the crime photo. Let's talk about the feathers. Those feathers and tracks look like something a yokai might leave behind.
You don't actually think the murder was some sort of monster, do you?
What's the name? What's the name of that creature in the Forbidden Chamber? Tenma something? Because from the black feathers and the big tracks, it looks like that creature did it.
Our prime suspect would no doubt love to pin the blame on some imaginary creature.
Can Tenma, whatchamacallit, even be made a victim of slander? I doubt the mayor would do something as childish as blaming a boogeyman. So, the most likely scenario so far is that Tenma guy left the feathers and tracks behind to make it look like the yokai Tenma was the killer. Wait, what? And now I'm as confused as you. At any rate, I doubt Mayor Tenma would plant evidence like that. So, Mayor Tenma is your only suspect?
That's right. Even in his name, Damien Tenma makes him sound like a villain. And he's really scary looking too.
Wait, are you telling me that's why he was arrested? You profiled him?
Ha ha ha! Don't be ridiculous. He was the only one without an alibi.
Oh, is that so?
Yep. Other than the victim, the suspect, and Miss Tenma. The only others around here were Mr. Filch and Mayor Tenma's aide, and the two of them were together at the time.
Filch, the guy who tried to steal my bracelet. Just living up to his name, I guess. We should go talk to him again when we have a chance. What about Jinxie? She's not being suspected at all?
She may have no alibi whatsoever, but she also has no motive. It's unfathomable that she would murder the alderman and pin the crime on her father. Besides, do you really think a little girl could lift up this huge spear?
True enough, that spear looks even bigger than her.
And that's about all I can reveal at this time. Well, you must admit Damien Tenma appears to be the most likely suspect.
I admit it looks bad, but I'm still not buying it.
Oh, and one more thing. I must warn you about the prosecutor.
The prosecutor assigned to Mayor Tenma's trial?
That's the one. He's, how shall I put it, not what you'd expect.
I mean, to be fair, every prosecutor in these games is not what you'd expect, except for, like, Miles.
That is unless you've faced a convicted killer serving hard time as a prosecutor before.
What the? Is this some kind of joke? Let's talk about the prosecution. Can I ask why a man in prison for murder is serving as prosecutor?
Because he's mastered the use of psychology in courtroom battles. Everyone's talking about how this murder was the work of some strange creature. But yokai are nothing more than a figment of the imagination. They're baloney! That's not how you spell baloney! Who better to prove this than a master of psychology? He's the best man for the job.
But he's a convicted murderer. No matter how you look at it, that's just insane.
Well, the chief prosecutor personally assigned him, so none of us are in a position to question the matter. Ha ha ha!
This really is a dark age of law. This prosecutor, he wouldn't happen to go by the name Blackquill, would he?
Bingo! Simon Blackquill! So you have heard of him!
You could say that. What's that supposed to mean?
History!
Well, I bet you don't know his unofficial title. Ever heard of the Twisted Samurai? That's Prosecutor Blackquill!
The Twisted Samurai. Is that because he's a criminal?
Well, yes and no. You could say it also has to do with the effect his crime had on things.
How so?
His conviction is what twisted and warped the legal world into this dark age of the law.
What? And he, of all people, is going to stand in court tomorrow?
Ha 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 ha! Never fear, I myself will be there to protect you!
That's reassuring, I guess.
Well, you kids knock yourselves out. Can't wait to see how you do tomorrow!
Wait, Detective Fulbright, I've been meaning to ask you something. Why are you barefoot? That doesn't look like the sort of... This doesn't look like the sort of place where you need to take your shoes off.
Huh? I hadn't even noticed! Why am I barefoot?
You honestly hadn't noticed until just now? Wait a second. Those shoes we found earlier... Excuse me, Detective Fulbright. These wouldn't happen to be your shoes, would they?
Yes, they are my favorite pair, in fact. Thank you for bringing them to me. You must truly be on the side of justice.
Don't tell me Mr. Filch actually stole from a detective. Stealing shoes right off of someone's feet. That's pretty amazing. I find it more amazing that Detective Fulbright didn't notice. Well, looks like we got all we can out of the detective, so let's see. Maybe we should go have a word with Mr. Filch. I want to hear what his alibi is. Oh, okay. So we're just going to find him. April 17th, QB Manor, for yeah? And this is just awful, terrible, I say. Somebody help! Oh, look, it's Mr. What was it again? Finch? No, the name's Filch. Phineas Filch. Keep on pilfering and you may wind up a jailbird instead. So, what seems to be the problem, Mr. Filch? Oh, it's just terrible! Terrible, I tell you! Come quick! Okay. What's the deal with him all of a sudden? Oh. Okay. Looks like some kind of mask. It's the Amazing Ninetales' mask! The Amazing Ninetales? Oh, right, the wrestler who appeared during the festival's special event. What's his mask doing here? He'd never take off his mask like this. Someone must have killed him. What? What? That's so great. What have done that? What? You mean to tell me that someone killed him? What? Who would do such a thing? Let's go talk over there in private. Look. There's some white hair caught up inside this mask. Okay, yeah. Can we piece it together? So, what do you believe that the Amazing Ninetales... So, what makes you believe that the Amazing Ninetales has been murdered?
You really want to know, eh? You're a studious one, ain't ya?
Yes, I mean, no, shut the fuck up and tell me.
Well, it's like this. I'm dreamed of becoming a wrestler myself. Hey, how about you join me in the quest of Champions Belt? What a team! Me in my bandit's mask, and you with that demon mask of yours.
Demon mask? Wonder if I can make it big. Apollo, let's save your pro wrestling debut until after the trial. Huh? Oh, no, I wasn't actually... Why did I let him pull me off topic like that? Come on, Apollo, ask him about the Amazing Ninetales murder already. I'm gonna.
The Amazing Ninetales is our village's savior, and don't you forget it.
Oh my god. It's just King. I will not think of this as anything else but just being King.
His trademark's a golden cape made to look like 9 foxtails. He whirs through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town.
Huh. Amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing.
Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him.
Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the Amazing Ninetales.
I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai.
Since when was that a compliment? Ow! What's the big idea?
Check your pocket.
Hey, how'd you do that?
Keep it. I got lots more.
Okay. You stole something from me, didn't you? So you keep saying that the Amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Okay, it's not like a... Okay. Can't inspect that. God, we have not... Oh, that's just an image, bro. Why the fuck have we not gotten any, like, things to, like, rotate around? Alright, Amazing Ninetales' death. Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside?
That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word around Ninetales Vale is he was killed by Tenma Taro.
You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you?
That we are. We love conspiracy theories, too, like the mayor's diabolical plot.
The mayor of Tenma Town? What is he plotting?
Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenma Taro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control.
That's quite a tale.
Ain't finished yet. There's only one person who could stop the mayor.
Oh my fucking god. That's a sick. That might be thumbnail. That might be thumbnail.
Our hero, the Amazing Ninetales. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merger.
I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried.
Apollo, we still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember?
Yeah, let's do that then. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder?
I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work.
You must be talking about this small room in the upper right. Definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from here. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch?
I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle is his name.
So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. And nobody's came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder.
Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that their security camera would have spotted them.
So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. So, do you think this mask is the real deal?
Without a doubt, this here's the mask worn by the Amazing Ninetales.
What about that white hair I found inside the mask?
Wait! I just thought of something! Remember that golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look! There's even a spot where some fur is missing.
Huh. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Oh my god. Someone with white hair who is linked with the murder and is against the merger. No way. Could the Amazing Ninetales and the Alderman actually be... Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh, no. Nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Alright, golden fur reattached to the Amazing Ninetales mask. Nothing? Alright, cool, let's leave him. Probably here, right? Oh, are we for real? Yokai Lane, maybe, is where she is? There we go. April 17th, Ninetales Vale, Yokai Lane. Oh, look, there's Jinxie.
Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and...
Sounds like she's out grocery shopping for specifically dairy products. Yeah, I was kidding. She must really like dairy products.
A charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance.
Maybe she should just stick to soy milk.
Jinxie, hey, it's me. It's the demon lord.
I thought we were over this. Not another warding charm.
Apollo? Who is she?
Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene.
Oh, so she's the one who... hello, my name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet ya. Pleased to meet you too. Where's Trucy?
She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case.
Wait. How do I know you didn't... That you didn't gobble her up alive?
Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place.
Oh, poor little Trucy.
I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo? Can we just talk like humans? Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened?
Not much. At least not yet.
But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival?
I don't know anything about that.
Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman.
It's okay, Jinxie.
Oh, that's her. It's okay, Jinxie. Ow! What was that for?
People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monster.
Okay. Different take.
Huh? It's gotten into her. So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human?
No, you're still a demon.
I give up. Seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason, but that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the Fox Chamber. Jinxie, about this charm,
that's...
You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right?
That's true, but...
If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too.
All right, then.
Thank you. What was the point of that? Why do you think Tenmataro's the killer?
I saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me.
What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw.
I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. The foul beast raced by me toward the foyer.
Toward the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer. I don't know why I did that in my normal voice.
Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at that time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro too.
Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her.
Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw.
Don't be ridiculous.
Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Clearly, in this photo, he fly. Obviously.
Okay, let's talk about Amazing Ninetales. Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity?
Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular.
Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked?
You even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers.
That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's gotta be a story behind it.
No one can stop the Amazing Ninetales.
I bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out?
Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound.
A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific?
My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound.
Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff?
Good question. I don't fucking know. I never heard of that before, so you got me. Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll.
How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with the staff?
This is the only known documented depicting Tenmataro.
Why the fuck is that a thing? You know what this makes me feel like? This is like if you talk to someone who like has like a special interest, like a hyperfixation, and then a murder happens related to that hyperfixation. Now it's like, okay, tell us all of the lore. It's like if Five Nights at Freddy's became real and a fucking FNAF fan witnessed it, and they're like an actual eyewitness, and you have to talk to them and be like, so tell us everything you know. Like,
after all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed.
Then what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie? Okay, the soul document showing what Tenmataro looks like. It seems those who foolishly choose to depict... Okay. Jinxie's statement. Good. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenmataro earlier?
Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell.
Mr. LaBelle?
Papa's aide.
Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you?
Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime.
Village superstitions?
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Also not how you spell baloney. It's not a bunch of bologna. That should be, honestly, that should be pronounced bologna. That should be pronounced bologna. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it.
But I didn't because I'm not from around here.
Hey, come to think of it, we looked right at him, huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces?
Hey, you there, you mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that. Lower your eyes, you stupid fuck. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful.
Huh? Steal my soul?
Fuck, seriously?
The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno! Next stop, the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. Alright, let's find out. Is he there waiting for us? April 17th, Scooby Manor Foyer. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Huh? Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh, it's a TV program guide. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, it was a match between a couple of rank amateurs though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I thought that was going to be a longer sentence, but okay. I seriously doubt that. Alright, what's that say? Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Blow-by-blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. Timothy Twilight! Almost forgot. There's something I want to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that. Huh? Tenmataro? So you did see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you shine it up every day, real purty-like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Is that LaBelle? Hold it! That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir! And you are? I am Florent LaBelle. Bro Divine and personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Bro Divine. More like yokai grotesque. Damn! Okay, Apollo! More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you! What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics. I call it Je suis LaBelle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Ugh. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor? Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Yeah, let's actually talk about the important things. I like this guy too. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why, that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask you whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please! I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Maybe it's just, never mind, I don't want to say that in case people who haven't seen Great Ace Attorney, never mind. Maybe it's just the Reaper of the Bailey. Never mind. Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's fucking talking. So, Mr. LaBelle, Fuck!
little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas?
That's right, I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenmataro.
As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you.
I've got 2 words for this guy. Total asshole.
All right, let's talk about your alibi. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime?
In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Just to think you'd suspect me, of all people.
Oh, no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone...
How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Oh, that spritz has really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question.
At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer.
Exactly. Good answer, Filchy. Good answer.
Just repeating what
you said quite enough. Shut the fuck up.
What is fucking with these two? Great. Now he's got me talking like... Oh, with the all cap. What is with these two? Great. Now he's got me talking like that.
Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know.
Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Tenmataro.
Come along, Filchy.
Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Yikes! My eyes!
You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday.
What does he mean, practice statement?
What do you think? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup.
Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenmataro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice, and my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenmataro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenmataro. That's what I picked up from his voice anyways. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenmataro this, Tenmataro that. We should go talk to the mayor too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenmataro. April 17th, detention center, visitors room. How have we been doing this for 2 hours, and it's just the investigation? Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenmataro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst...
He just reaches out and just grabs him and just, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, he's here!
Alright.
Oh, it's so nice to finally meet you! I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro!
Huh? Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you, too.
Glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name.
Apollo, he's just kind of gentle looking as I imagined.
Lucky for you, after the blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to, or did, set Tenmataro free.
What utter nonsense!
Yikes!
They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look.
Damn! He really is profile, bro. I feel for him. Not in like I've experienced that, just in like that sucks.
But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you.
A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he?
What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Okay, well, let's talk Tenmataro's revival.
So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Yeah, sorry if I offended you.
So that's the talk around town, is it?
I can see how that would make you angry.
What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this?
Huh?
I must break out of here at once! Her tormentors must be taught a lesson!
No, wait! First, we have to get you a not guilty verdict. You psychopath.
Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his daughter, to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you.
Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we get you free.
Is that so? You don't need me to go. You don't need me to go straighten things out myself.
Oh boy, they'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right, I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. You know, like important things and not just like being mean to this guy. It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly?
Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism.
Oh my god. He's a lion. Wait. Am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Oh, is my wristband a tightening?
Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary.
I knew it. My bracelet's reacted. It's getting all tight and shit. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense, because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure. Each of us have our own special gifts. Oh, yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Right, yeah, wow, that's crazy. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First, I touch my bracelet with the Y button. Right, now let's give it a whirl.
Power of the bracelet! Bitch!
God, I love the bracelet. It's such a cool mechanic. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. Don't tell me. Just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. All right, right eye. I'm on it. I'm on it. Oh, oops. It's okay. It's his right, not our. Okay. All right, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. Yes. Well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of fuck you.
Gotcha! Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth.
The truth? I don't understand.
When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
What nonsense is this? So what if it did?
Please, tell us more about your merger bid. Oops.
What more is there to tell?
Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale?
I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize.
You really don't trust us, do you?
What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not?
I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so you felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism. But that would contradict this. Nope. That would contradict
That would clearly contradict. That would contradict. That would contradict the news bit?
No, what? What the fuck would that contradict? For its tourism. So what Tamataro looks like, it seems those who foolishly choose to depict the markers. Why do I not get this? I'm gonna try this, but I have no goddamn idea. Proves you're not being entirely truthful. It's ow. So you think I'm not being entirely true? Yes, sir. This guy is seriously scary. I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say Ninetales Vale is booming, thing the monster crate. You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. What would it contradict? The fuck does it contradict? Photo Spartan, sparks them up.
Take that!
Okay, that was it. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. So you see, you couldn't have possibly have seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. Oh, I was thinking about it the wrong... Okay, I see. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh?
Well,
Oh, we did it. We did the thing. Cool. Why the merger? So, are you ready to tell me the truth now?
honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie.
Protect her from what?
I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger, or my Jinxie dies.
What? How awful! Who would do such a thing?
LaBelle, I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder.
Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same?
Alderman QB wasn't immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world.
But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. The mask. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would.
That's the amazing Ninetales' mask. What's the meaning of this?
This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside.
White hair, you say?
There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day.
What are you saying?
You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself! No way!
The Alderman was impossible.
Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just fucking say that, Athena? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and, as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, that was the mask. What was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman Cubey had taken part in it, if you get my drift.
This is absurd!
Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you?
Yes, the blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now, it suddenly vanished.
The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive.
Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned.
Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on! There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place! Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see the look of disbelief on the judge's face. Paulo, you alright? I'm fine! I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. I kind of want to keep going. But also, my throat hurt. Okay, save progress. Yes. Alright, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going. Yes, we're going to continue. April 18th, 9:15 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. Yeah? You okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting "I'm fine" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Courts of Steel voice workout, and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here. That's right, here. I'll go first and then you try. I'm Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! Alright, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm fine! I think it actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. Hey, how about we finish off with a race around the courthouse? The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. Oh, and you're here. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back out, that's all. That's all? That's huge news! But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair, inquiring minds want to know. But wow. Hey, look at him. It's very much a drawn photo and not actually a sprite, which kind of sucks. I kind of wish they brought this back. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. Look at him. He's all grown up, kind of. That soon makes him look like $1 million. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Yeah, he's serving time, but before that, he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology. That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. I knew he was gonna be bad news.
It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. I don't know, I've been whipped and had coffee mugs thrown at me and a bunch of other crazy shit. You just kind of had a guy with a guitar, so you got off easy, but, you know, we'll see what happens now.
Wait, so is it true or not?
I have no fucking idea. Let's just say you should be conscious and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is.
Yikes! Better tone down my cords of steel, too.
So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring.
Nah, I'm good.
Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching you from the gallery. Good luck.
Thanks. Okay, let's do this.
The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma.
Here comes justice!
I love him. I love Apollo. I love all the characters in this game. Not every, but, you know.
April 18th, 9:30 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 4.
Good morning! Day 1 court is now in session. All rise! Court is now. I forgot what fucking voice I did for the not the mayor, for the judge. What fucking voice did I give the judge? Where is the judge? Where is he? I need to hold on.
It'd be how you describe me.
I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Okay. I have to say, okay, alright. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma.
Apollo Justice, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor.
Good. I'd know that big booming voice anywhere. As chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice?
Also, real quick, before we get actually into the trial, I'm gonna go on BRB real quick, and I'm gonna, like, do some stuff to make my throat feel a little better. I won't be too long, but also it might take a little sec, so I'm just gonna go on BRB. I might edit this out. I'm not sure. You'll find out, I guess. Okay, we're back. Hopefully that... Oh, and it's gone. Is it back up? No. Where did it go? Court record. Look, it's there. Okay, it is there now. All right. All right. Oh, why is it not, like, actually? That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I already read that anyways. But who is that young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner and fresh out of law school.
Well now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now, for the prosecution that I'm very excited to voice.
He's not even fucking there, god damn it!
It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Never fear, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh, yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time, which is an insane concept.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwill's an inmate.
Is that his voice? Oh. Oh.
Because he killed someone. Definitely real murder he did.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Is that really what he sounds like officially? I don't like official Bobby Fulbright voice. I love him! He's my favorite. I love him so much. He's not my favorite, he's my second favorite, but I love him! Ah, look at me, I just don't give a fuck! Who's that with his back to us over there?
That's him. I'm sure of it. Prosecutor Blackwell.
Is the prosecution ready?
I might be.
How does he even do that with the shackles?
Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Of course, forgive me.
Why are all the people related to this case so scary?
Very well, Prosecutor Blackquill. Your opening statement, if you please. What's the matter?
Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right there in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless.
Pointless? Oh, well...
Looks like the cat, or in this case the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue.
But... We need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand.
Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? I love him so much. I love Blackquill. Ah!
Who, me?
There's a term for people who whine and fuss about how they need silly, useless things. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement?
It might fucking be.
Old dotards are such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren. Or is it great-grandchildren?
All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. I mean, sure, I've seen it so many times. Might be a nice change of pace.
What? Oh my god. He actually fell for that? That must have been the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. You mean like, just blatantly being an asshole and the judge not having a spine?
Ooh, such suggestion. The opening statement, huh? Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of the Nine Tails Vale, and the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder.
And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested?
His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive, the elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive.
So, in a nutshell,
I'd have to say that the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible.
Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head.
Oh, flattery will get you everywhere.
He's playing Simon Says with the judge, and it's Simon Blackquill.
Moving right along now, let's hear from our first witness today, Detective Fulbright. Hi! Hello! Witness, please state your name and occupation. I'm the detective assigned to this case. Bobby Fulbright! Or I'll... Oh, shit. Oh, and I'll be keeping tabs on old Blackquill here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever come to that.
Huh. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what?
Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackquill here. Oh!
Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement.
Ha 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 ha! That's the spirit! Justice must be swift and true! I see it in your eyes! There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society! I will never give up on you!
Prosecutor Blackquill doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say, ignorance is bliss. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackquill. He's so oblivious.
Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it, but first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail! So have fun with that as I go into my witness testimony about the murder, yeah. Alderman Cuby was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cuby was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed the statue and struck back.
Alderman Cuby had slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug.
That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it.
Finally, we get that. Okay, cause of death, stabbed with spear. Estimated time of death, around 3:20 p.m. The victim had been in a drug-induced slumber.
And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear?
I can't even... Okay.
This sounds almost superhuman. Is it even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection! Not so fast! Don't try to brush it all off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear to the heart, I might add? I think.
Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. Still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test that theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this! And so your life is spared. For now. I could have fucking done it, though. I could have done it. You think I couldn't, but I could have. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die.
Ha ha! My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest.
You don't, though. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your baldness?
The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute.
He has the judge leaning toward a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun! What's more, a curious rumor about the accused is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenmataro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards birth. Perhaps he's a complete... Oh, okay. I thought it was complete and utter, but okay. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. That mayor is okay, I didn't finish that. I heard that when you went to blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. What the fuck? What the fuck are you saying? That mayor is a stranger. I heard he went to a blood drive, but instead of donating, he tried to make a withdrawal. He just wanted blood.
Order, there will be no gossiping in my court.
Your baldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenmataro. Then again... Oh. Perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold! The lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment.
Heap!
Hold it! Okay, fucking stop, Simon! The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think.
Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they?
Thank you! The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Whew. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo! He has the judge dancing in the palm of his hand! The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackquill's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objective. This guy really is bad news.
In any case, it seems that the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against this attacker? None other than this statue right here! It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle.
Two yokai, to be exact. One side is the nine-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenma Taro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. Statue updated in the court record. Gotcha.
Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Cool, that's awesome. Give me absolutely no wiggle room to start with. That's awesome. Look at him. I love Simon Blackquill. I love him so much. Alderman Cumby was murdered with a spear on the wall. Let's press that. I think I just gotta press. I don't really know. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber. I presume those are real. Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
No matter what he collected, the Alderman insisted it be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancient ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle.
What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale.
The Alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death.
Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me, okay? I was right to give it the British voice. If you say balderdash, you're not in any kind of my accent. I was right to just give you the Van Zykes voice and nothing different. Now stop your bleating and tell us about the weapon.
Your wish is my command!
Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off.
You do have a point there.
I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. What do you mean? Think, boy. Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there, show him who's boss. I'm totally lost. So why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help.
You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps?
I wish trials came with a reset button.
Well,
the specific, I don't know why I said specifies or some shit.
Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright.
At the time, Alderman Cumby was asleep from drug he unwittingly ingested. But so did Damien. Sorry. Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee?
Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup.
And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mayor. What an awful way to wake up. A rather stimulating eye-opener if you ask me. I too would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in his stomach would make eating a challenge.
Prosecutor Blackwell, please! Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court.
Fine, be a fucking buzzkill then, see if I care. Says the jester in detective's guise. Not inaccurate, but not in the way you think.
Moving right along.
Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab.
Hold it!
So, the alderman was drugged because he was really strong?
Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce the armor-like musculature. I admit I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Ha ha ha!
Well, he did look pretty buff, even in the suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong too. Oh, I know, how about a squishy red tomato? I move to strike both of your comments from the record.
Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now, let's get back to what happened after far muscular alderman was impaled. Well, yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. But he was so epic and cool, he wouldn't die from something so bitch-made like that. Okay, let me start. Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Fingerprints of the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep. See, I'm trying to think if there's anything I could even remotely... Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. Which right now we have nothing to really... Sudden pain jolted the victim wide awake and he grabbed the... What proof do you have of that? Or I guess the... Use the statue to strike back. Can we, like, investigate this? Nope, it's just bloody, and that's it. Okay, well, press it then. Hold it! Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Absolutely! After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged, then speared, was answered with a righteous counterattack.
But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman?
Absolutely! After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection! Really? You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here.
Huh.
Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court-ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes in it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. So the last one. What do I present there? Victim jolted awake. Mayor's blood was found on it, but no print. Oh, no prints could be lifted.
Objection!
Sorry, I didn't read that paragraph ever. That would have been a lot easier if I knew that from the get-go. Did the alderman really strike the mayor?
What? Are you questioning my sense of justice?
Yeah, correct. Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory.
It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument.
Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the Are we fucking serious? There are no fingerprints. There are no fingerprints on the supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, fucking nothing. You'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves.
Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed.
If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you?
Ugh! This can't be happening! Did I arrest the wrong man? Am I a stupid dumb idiot?
You did it, Apollo! You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse! Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber? Exactly. And this could be the big break we've been looking for. In, like, the past 10 minutes.
There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion?
No, honestly. If you're gonna be honest, no. The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackquill.
A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackquill. Ha! There is a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle, and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now, let's see. How was that cloth used? It was used by keeping his head covered in a web of the blood to wrap the statue. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly. He used it to strike back at the mayor. God! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Aw, it was nothing. Apollo! Don't let him start manipulating you too! You just closed the hole for the prosecution! I did? Ah, fuck, I did! Right. That a statue oh my god, let me try again. Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day, God! But this also proves there are no holes in our theory of the alderman striking back. Oops. Ah! Okay. Cool. Awesome. But now, do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? Samurai prisoner chef. What was it? Murdering samurai prison chef. Murdering samurai prison chef. And why does that kind of work, though? It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kind of attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it? Why didn't I think of that? I'm stupid and dumb. Anybody could have not left prints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer, the real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. The black feathers and tracks, allegedly from a yokai, were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue.
Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman?
That's exactly what I'm suggesting. Athena, no.
Objection!
Objection! No! Athena! You just lost what little credibility we had left. Ah! Sorry, guess I got carried away.
Mr. Justice, we've got no time to deal with objections between members of the defense.
Sorry, Your Honor. It's just this kid's still, well, a kid. Ouch. You meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright.
So, is this court to believe that the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it?
No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman.
Interesting. Why do you suppose the killer would do that?
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm getting to it. Why indeed? We don't have the answer.
Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is.
Ouch. This I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright.
Hoy, Fulbright.
Explain
explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that?
Our investigative prowess is without equal.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession.
Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks.
I need water.
This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer.
Okay, kind of everything you said I agree with, except for the parts that incriminate Tenma. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fear?
Absolutely! He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds.
Those feathers only gave weight to this idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed demon, Tenma Taro, that is.
Tenma who?
Tenma Taro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon, and thus were they blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it! Hold on for a sec. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect?
Mr. Justice, please explain yourself.
On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And as a part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenma Taro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection. Dullard, you are playing right into the killer's mind games.
No, I'm not. Shut up. What the fuck are you talking about?
Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believe the murder to be the work of the real Tenma Taro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenma Taro suit is the killer. God! The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. And thus, our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Fuck you, you made that up. Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
Yes. Objection, yes. The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright.
Right. It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The Amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. And that's why the mayor panicked and set out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetales Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds.
Just so. A particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of heart are the easiest prey.
You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist?
No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap.
Wait, so he wasn't the predator? He wasn't the predator, but rather the prey?
Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination.
Alright. I feel like I just kind of pressed. This entire case centers on the man's attempt to crush his opponent's municipal merger.
Hold it!
Allegedly. Detective Fulbright, is the anti-merger movement really that strong?
Oh, absolutely! They parade around in yokai costumes shouting, "Down with Mayor Tenma!" And just the other day, they stormed Tenma City Hall, claiming it was a den of vipers!
But when the accused showed his face,
the angry mob scattered like leaves upon an autumn wind. For you see, lowly yokai are no match for Tenma, the dark lord of their kind. Wait, are the villagers scared of Mayor Tenma or Tenma? I'm confused. I think he means Mayor Tenma. It's easy to get the wrong impression about the guy.
Detective Fulbright, why do you suppose the defendant would commit such an act? To kill a bitch, I don't know. Mayor Tenma panicked and the amazing night tells out the press it, I don't know.
The amazing Ninetales. No one knows his true identity, right?
And that's right. And he was a lone wolf, or in other words, he didn't belong to a wrestling federation. He appeared like a shooting star, defeating one Tenma Town wrestler after the other. And before anyone knew it, he was the champion!
Like the samurai of yore, surrounded thick with enemies, he cut them down one by one. It was a complete and utter loss of face for Tenma Town Pro Wrestling.
He was amazing! If ever there was a real superhero, it would be him! I dream of becoming a true champion of justice like him someday!
I bet Detective Fulbright would be a great pro wrestler. He could even team up with Prosecutor Blackquill. A police detective and a prisoner in chains. You know, I think people would actually pay to see that. I know I would.
Ha ha ha! So you do understand the greatness that is the amazing Ninetales!
Great, that gave us nothing. Okay, so stuck the villagers here. Alright.
Hold it!
Yeah, we're at 4. There's no way that's meant to be just all there is there. And there's hair in my mouth. Okay. Did the murder and yokai evidence really stoke the villagers' fears?
Absolutely! It had an immediate effect! The presumed return of the dreaded Tenma Taro. Sorry, the weird spacing fucked me up. The presumed return of the dreaded Tenma Taro has them shaking in their boots! Like my fist is shaking!
Oh my, is it really that bad? That superstitious lot. It's as if Jack the Ripper had been set loose in their village. The mere thought of that demon lurking about is enough to spark a mass exodus.
I see. It's a very persuasive argument.
The mere thought of his honor buying into Simon the Psycho Slasher's words makes me want to spark my own exodus out of the courtroom right about now.
So you see, there can be only one reason why anyone would plant those feathers in tracks. To make people think that the guy is...
Yeah, I feel like that part's obvious. Planned and made to look like a yokai was a killer. I mean, that makes sense, yeah. I mean, it doesn't, but it does. But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder?
What do you mean?
You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fears. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB?
Excellent point.
It is, isn't it? So, Your Honor agrees there was no reason for the murder, correct? Objection, alright. Let me take this back into my hands here. Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment. You're saying it wasn't premeditated. From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman QB's secret identity.
So you're aware.
Paulo, I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? This is not good. It's 2 birds with 1 stone, right? This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude that this mask was at the scene of the crime.
Why? But why would it have been there?
Let me turn around. This shit's gonna be good. The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Think, idiots. Need I say more?
Well, Yes, please say more. Could it really be?
Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex Cubey, was the amazing Ninetales, and the mayor's discovery of this fact was his motive for murder.
No! That sucks for us. Oh, we're both slumped over. Oh, it's Jover, bro. It's a Paul over.
Order! Order! What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear.
What do we do now, Apollo?
I didn't think they'd tie the Alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. At last, we've reached my real point. Why did the Alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness? I pressed the wrong button.
I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement.
Very astute of you, your baldness.
Right! Now, take a look at this! Blackmail!
Oh, we found it.
If you value your dearest life, you will merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma Town.
Your dearest's life. Wait, who the fuck would that be for Cube? Whatever.
This blackmail letter was found in Alderman Cubey's pocket!
What?
At present, the Alderman's wife is in the hospital, and that letter is clear evidence the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the Alderman's murder? Think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder, landed it into the Alderman's pocket? It's possible. We don't have any proof that's what happened. Talk about being up a creek without a paddle. All right, but we can look into this, and I'd like to.
Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he'd just left after planting the yokai things.
Do not tell anyone about this threat. If you do, consider your dearest as good as dead. It's real awesome.
But it was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the Amazing Ninetales. So it was the Amazing Ninetales counterattack that brought the entire crime to light.
Sorry. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence, and that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Thank God, something new.
Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks.
The tracks are after?
Objection!
You're wrong. What are we talking about? Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair.
What's this? You dare question my justice again? This time I will put my gun on you! In-game!
Yes, and I'm gonna prove it to you. Take a look at this photo.
Look at this photo! This is the crime scene photo, and just what does it prove?
It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted.
But I already told you they were planted before the murder! The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his victim!
You're stupid. But that would be impossible. You're stupid. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. Like right here?
Take that!
Aren't you just pointing it to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice?
Yeah, because it's really obvious and he's really stupid for not thinking this. Yes, see how the feathers are on top of the blood and the tracks were made in the blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder, you stupid fuck.
Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman.
But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene.
Ugh! There must be some mistake!
Idiots.
Order! Order! Damn, I actually have like a thing of me hitting the gavel? That's new! What the fuck? Who is your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Ha 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 ha!
Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness testimony for you.
You do? But how? It was my vaunted sense of justice. Was my vaunted sense of justice really just half-baked?
He's taking this really hard.
Mr. Justice, what is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have?
Yeah. I have right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. No, I know it's not. Just bear with me.
Are we really doing this? Are we genuine? Are we really doing this?
Will somebody please say something?
The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare mock this court or justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy!
Your baldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion. Hold it! Apollo, think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please hear me out.
Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears, but you had better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about?
Yeah. It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro, regardless of the fiction. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police, she came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing toward the foyer. Defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise.
What? How? How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before?
Defense just proved there was someone else. So, okay, was it all set up? The prosecutor is convicted felon after all.
Apollo, this momentum has shifted in our favor. Good. Now let's keep it that way. Bob.
Objection.
No, you don't get to keep shit, bitch. I'm out here being the goddamn best prosecutor till Van Zykes, and I'm gonna fucking prove it. Huh. Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. My sword. Didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim, you fucking asshole? Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled towards the foyer, that fool and that fop would have seen him. Don't know what a fop is. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it, both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time, but they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? Did you ever consider that yokai was but a figment of a scared little girl's imagination? Why didn't those two see the Tenma Taro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something.
I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. Just you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby.
I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Did you just say captured? No, wait. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. There's a lot of things I want to know. That's not one of them.
Very well then, bailiff, please go wake Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand.
Okay.
Will the witness state his name and occupation, please?
My name's Filch, Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like.
Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes! And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch.
What did he say? Your lordship, okay.
Ah! It's those shoes again! Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright?
So tell me Filch stole them again.
They're all yours, your honorship, sir.
What? But they seem awfully expensive.
Yep, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship.
It's a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate I can't accept such gifts.
Aw, epic schmeschiks. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too.
I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Tenmataro in the foyer after the murder.
Okay.
I hate this dude. Guarding the foyer.
At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened at after 3 p.m.
No, you fucking weren't. You were watching your fucking show.
I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree!
I already know what I'm doing. That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of a little girl's dreams. So, you're telling this court you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenmataro?
Yep, I was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, the holy truth, and nothing butter to the truth.
Nutter butter the truth.
And Tenmataro? Bah, you don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo jumbo, do ya? I certainly don't.
Lying.
Huh?
My bracelet. It's... Something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm.
Really? So you think Mr. Filch has been lying to us?
I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. He's moving a lot right now, so... Ow! What the fuck? What's a hawk doing in here? Get down, boy.
Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka.
He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact. He doesn't live with you. You know, in jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud.
And that queer...
Alright. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear Bossum Buzzard. That little gay power of yours. Some sort of trick or... Ah! Fuck off! Fuck off! Ah! Won't be able to stop squat like this. I won't be able to spot squat like this.
Oh, what the heck's going on around here? Run for the hills!
Everyone sit tight. No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Oh. This is my home now. I live here. Somebody help!
Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished.
In that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, you will ensure your feathered friend is properly fed.
Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll be fine. I think. If there was someone dressed as Tenmataro there, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now. I already know what I'm gonna do.
Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. Also, the bird's still on my head.
Alright. I think I know what to do. I'm gonna save first of all. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna wait. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty at the foyer just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office, keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m., and now we're gonna save. Save complete, and now we present...
Objection!
Fuck you. Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch.
Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that.
No. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled, something you'd never miss.
Ah! I didn't watch that one, no siree. I was doing my job just like I was supposed to.
This guy doesn't know when to give up.
Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Yipes!
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." So, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm the one of the professional types too. I can do double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time.
The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional is a professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off.
That's correct. Yeah. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bald, you say? But I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer.
You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it. Give me a sec. I will figure that out for you. Oh.
Take that!
It literally is a diagram. Yo, what's good? Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Why, yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim, you stupid, stupid fuck.
Yipes! The bag's out of the cat. The other way around.
I hate him. He's standing in an orange crate.
Order, order, order! But, Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
Yeah. It is very relevant because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer. Shut up. What now? Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered. What are you talking? The camera, dumbass. What? I love my bird. This. I'm not a mind reader. Shut up! God, fuck damn! Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki? They were? Yes, they were. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't. My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon. So, you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yep, my ears were working full time, so who's the liar now, you no-good shyster? A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be a low point of my fledgling career. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Black Quill, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Yipes! But please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir.
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requests that the witness revise his testimony accordingly.
Witness testimony. It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tenmataro in the foyer. I don't believe you. Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand. A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that, our entire world would be but upside down. Whatever. Says the convict prosecutor, who is totally a sign of the end of times for the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab and sell them to the zoo. I wonder whether Jinxie was seeing things. Seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But if we can't prove she saw Tenmataro, the mayor's sure to be convicted. Then we'd better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs. Okay. The defense may cross-examine the witness. All right, let's fucking do this, and let me actually... I think it's a press thing, because I don't think, like, anything about... We don't have anything about, like, oh, the things are creaky or whatever. Okay. It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. I was gonna press. I don't know. You are paid for your work, aren't you? So how do you justify watching TV on the job? It ain't easy being me. I mean, I can't watch TV when we have visitors and there's no way to record stuff. Sorry, am I supposed to be consoling you over your first world problems? If those are his only problems, he should consider himself lucky. I guess pro wrestling's serious business to Mr. Filch. Alright. My eyes might have been slacking off. My ears, they were working overtime. Let's talk about that. You lied earlier about taking your guard duty seriously, didn't you?
Oh, that ain't no harm in bending the truth a little, right?
In a court of law, very. Jesus Christ. Listen to me, you little tanuki. Lie again, and Taka shall feast upon that forked tongue of yours.
Ah! I'll fucking do it! Yipes! Sorry, just let me keep my tongue.
At least leave it until we got the truth out of him in any case. You were negligent in your duties, were you not?
Yes, sir, I was, sir, but it ain't like that.
Okay.
Hold it!
So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch.
As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tenmataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
It's that staff of his. That's what jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo? Beats me, but I guess Tenmataro is a staff that makes noise. Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? She said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound. I guess that's the source of the noise then. Well, Mr. Justice, Filch says Tenmataro jingle jangles. That'd be vital information. It's very important because he's, like, wrong. It's extremely vital. I request to be added to the testimony. It's not wrong, but it's like, how would you know?
If Tenmataro was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle, jangle, jangle, jingle.
Objection!
You're stupid. Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up. Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why, then, did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands, and she described its sound just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point? Shut up and let me finish.
The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally.
What are you talking about?
You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch? You're right, there's no staff. Not even a cane or a walking stick. Ah! So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff? I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level. I'm going to... Well now, this is getting interesting. All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff. Scroll is wrong. He actually saw Tenmataro. Filch is a scatterbrain. He saw it. That shouldn't be hard. Mr. Filch actually saw Tenmataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff.
Busted again! Bloody hell! You duplicitous little...
Yes. How'd that feel, Black Quill? My word sword hit ya. Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well?
I'm begging you, please don't make me say it!
But clearly, you did see Tenmataro. Stop stalling and testify to that fact!
No, can't do! No way, no how! You ain't got the idea how terrifying he can be!
He? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is, why? Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it...
They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
So Mr. Big Time City Liquor Lawyer has heard about him. Them old village superstitions.
Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things, and their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenmataro.
Darn straight, that's why! It's all right here!
Village superstitions. Do not gaze upon Tenmataro. Do not tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul?
See? That's why us folks in Ninetails Vale can't talk about seeing Tenmataro!
Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenmataro costume. Ugh. They knew that that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. The defense holds that this Tenmataro impersonator is the true killer. What?
Objection!
No, we're not done here. Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish? The entire town of Ninetails Vale. And would that using some silly fairy tale could so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that. Objection! Blah blah. Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackwell. You fucking dare! Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There's no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them. Objection! Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer. Ugh. Shit, that hurt. Order, I say! You fool of a Tanuki! 2 times now, your lies have cost me.
Sorry, I promise not to do it again.
Ooh. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him!
Yipes! He's gonna eat me alive! Head for the hills!
Ah, he took off. Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him and with your fastest men! That's certainly not something you see every day, except for, every case. So far, one day has run out. Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as the yokai Tenmataro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill? Damn, he is really thinking right now. Fuck these chains!
Oh. What?
Huh? What happened? Ah!
His shackles. I'm too young to die. Justice Dono, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Okay. Well, he's about to kill someone.
Detective, do something! Ha ha ha! Have no fear, Fulbright is here! When it going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going!
Objection! Now is not the time! Then get going already before he kills us!
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackquill, for it is his sense of justice that set him free! Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
Silence.
Silence! New one. New line. Original. New. Brand new. In like 2013 or whatever this came out. I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, can I ask you to,
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here. He often does, honestly. So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. No, I'm saying there was a person dressed up as a yokai at the scene of the crime. Right! And that yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman QB. Silence! Shut up! When I said silence, I fucking meant it. Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai in the Fox Chamber? What? He's right, she said nothing about Tenma Taro being in the Fox Chamber. Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door. And your point is... She's a little dicky bird. She's just a little bird. Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the Alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor. No, there must have been someone... Ah! Then, why does that little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenma Taro inside that Fox Chamber? There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last, it shall be sated. Wait, this is still a trial, right? Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice Dono. Get your bird away from me.
Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
No! I don't wanna!
Oh!
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but... 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash your hands. See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackquill the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. I know we're like in the middle of a April 18th, 10:40 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 3.
All right, I know we are in the middle of a case, but I feel like this is kind of a good place to call it for this stream. So I'm going to do that. I just saved, but we'll do it again. I don't care. Okay, save complete. Now let me go back to menu. There we go. All right. Honestly, there was a lot more about this game that I forgot that I didn't realize I forgot. Oh, also, I was going to say this towards the beginning. I looked into it. So apparently the special episode takes place in between 2 and 3. So that's how we're going to play it. Is we're going to do episode 1 and then episode 2 and then we'll do the special one, which is also, I really like that. I really like that one. And then we'll do 3, 4, 5. So that's just something I wanted to say. Anyways, I like this chapter. I think it has a vibe to it that we don't really get from Phoenix Wright that often. And I really like it. All right, let me do the YouTube outro now. All right. Video on the top right is the last time I played Ace Attorney Dual Destinies, in case you want to see how I did case 1. And then the thing on the bottom right is whatever YouTube picked for you specifically, because you're you and you're special. And then the thing by my feet is the subscribe. You should click it because it supports me. I'm also really close to 100 subscribers, which is really cool. I'm like 9 away, and that'd be a cool thing to hit. So if you want to support me and you haven't already, click the button. I'd appreciate it a lot. Okay, bye-bye.